All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the latest live and uncut show. We've got Jim Collector and Pete joining us tonight. Unfortunately, no Ian. However, I'm sure we will still manage very well without him. But if you are watching along live, please hit the like button, drive some traffic to the show. And subscriber-wise, I've managed to pick up an extra 5 subscribers this week just from not being on anything and people just mentioning my name on stream. So that's going really well. So if we can get some more of those, I've got 100 subscribers in my sights. I can smell it. So let's keep that going if you can. Share it to your friends, get them to subscribe. Let's get there. I reckon I can get there. I reckon by the summer. When I'm moaning about the heat, I reckon I could get there. But let's see how we get on. I'm going to bring. Do you know what? I'm going to bring everybody in one go tonight. As there's 3 of us. Here's Pete and Jim. Yeah, changes that up.
Keeping us on our toes.
Last week when I brought you in, Jim, and you were like,
"How do?"
Just stretching. Yeah.
Not prepared. How are we though? We all good tonight?
Good. It's not too bad. Tuesday.
Not bad.
Feeling
not
tired
bad.
already.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
There we go.
And 2 streams in a row. 2 streams in a row for you, Jim. You were on Hope Show last night, weren't you?
I know, and both of them take me past my bedtime as well. So I'm always a bit cranky come Wednesday.
Streamed out. I'm streamed out by Wednesday. Can't do any more.
So I work from home Wednesday, so I'm like I haven't got to wake up as early to drive. So it's not too bad.
Oh, that's.
So it works out.
Wish I was able to work from home. I've never really had that apart from like COVID when the school shut, but I've never really had that luxury of going back to. I'd love to be able to have a day.
It's nice. I don't think I want to do it 5 days a week, but I do 3 2. And I quite like that split. But it's a nice privilege to have, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you work from home at all, Pete? Or are you always in the office?
On a Friday.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Best
but
day.
We can do but if I need to be at home for something like, someone coming round to, maintenance or DIY, whatever, I can work from home, if I need to. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Fairly chilled out.
Good old hybrid working.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, well, not really. Only that we kind of just work for quite a small company, so I work in it's a local office, and the guy that owns the whole company works there as well. So he likes to have everybody in the office and everything, but it's only 20 minutes down the road. And
that's not too bad.
We've just kind of just done that Friday thing. So it's not like a company wide or anything. It'd be better if they go work like it.
I feel robot photography straight in tossers.
I am a work from home tosser, that's for sure. Don't be salty, Phil. Come on.
I've always said if they could do if any government just brought in a 3-day weekend and just said we're changing it, I reckon whatever policy or whatever their hidden agenda, no one would check. I'd be like, yeah, I'm voting them in. It's probably where you'd end up with a dodgy party running your country. But I guarantee you, if they said that, I reckon the votes would come straight in if they changed everything to a 3-day weekend.
Nobody would fact check any of it. You're right, and they just you'd vote in some fascists or something.
Yeah, you would.
But we've got 3-day weekends.
Yeah, I don't care actually. Do what you want. It's Friday, Saturday, Sundays off. Not interested now. Do whatever you need to do. Right, so here we are then. I've brought the slideshow up. I've got a topic which I'm going to discuss, and it was you at the weekend, Pete, actually, that reminded me of it. Turning up to Ben Thomas's show, an hour, because the bloody and
they're out of sync with us.
I love the fact Ben Thomas didn't even really mention that. It just didn't tell anyone.
No, he didn't. And I got like a message when, are you joining us? And I'm like, it's 10 to 10, so I'm good. I'm going to be there in a minute.
Yeah, but don't worry, Ben.
Don't worry. Yeah, come on. And I joined in. I'm like, hang on a minute, what's going on? They're already going. And there was no heads up at all.
What was funny was I tuned in at 10 to watch it and was like, fucking hell, they're doing like the shout outs. What's going on here?
I know.
And then you rocked in, and I was like, why is he here an hour late?
And I was like, it's great because that means it finished, early. But I missed out on the first half. So it was just like
I would have joined in, mate, if I'd known that was a 9 o'clocker. I was knackered Sunday. I was like, nah, not tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
If you'd said to me, it's an hour because we changed the clocks, I'd have been like,
it's 9.
Right.
You go, yeah, I'm in, yeah.
Christ,
I know.
I finish it well in my bedtime. But yeah, that reminded me of how much I hate bloody changing the clocks. So, and I was going to save it for the weekend coming up, but I'm going to go in on it later. So that was my one for tonight. Jim, what did you go? Oh, you went gaming, didn't you?
Gaming in your 30s. Yeah, that's my thing. Oh. I've been pretty cheerful recently, so it's the thing I can scrounge up.
Yeah, me and Pete sort of said it's been an all right sort of week this week.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to think of something.
I want to be grumpy and miserable about stuff, but sometimes, just
you can't force it. If you're in a good mood, you're in a good mood, aren't you? Like, you don't want to.
Sometimes you just kind of just float through the week, and it's like, it's all right actually.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need to rant about much, but yeah, there's always something I find. And Jim, you're going with something that annoys your wife, but you find hilarious.
Me?
No, Pete. I think that's what he's gone.
That was me.
No,
didn't know I was married.
Yeah.
I'm not married.
It's like she finds it hilarious that he's gaming in his 30s. Yeah.
She's like, what a loser.
She hates it. He loves it. He laughs. Yeah.
Shouldn't you be at work? It's 9:30 on a Friday, Wednesday morning.
That's what I do on Wednesday.
I work from home.
Yeah.
Tosser.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We're back in with this one. Just to kick things off a little bit. If you remember the rules, fairly straightforward. I'm going to give you the answer. What was the question? So this week in What an Absolute Bloody Joke. The answer is £12. What could the question have been to that?
12 How much is a pack of 12 eggs?
Pound an egg.
It's getting ridiculous now. That could have been the subject. Oh, fucking hell.
Cost of eggs.
A dime a dozen. Now it's
pounds.
Fucking pound.
Price of a first class stamp.
Good Stamps. Do you find you just never buy? I find I don't really buy stamps. I just pinch them off. I'm always like asking my mum for a stamp.
I just never send anything. I don't buy stamps. And what's really annoying is if you do a compensation through the Royal Mail now, they don't send you a cheque. They send you fucking stamps. What am I going to do with 20 quid's worth of stamps?
In 50 years, sell them to stamps people. Might be worth a lot of money.
On the black market. I'll undercut them.
Some stamps.
I do them
are worth a good amount of money. Some of my dads are worth like a few £100. I was like, fucking hell, for a little
thing, keep them in a folder.
Yeah, I'd be like, go on, I'll do them cheap for you. So like opening up my jacket, like, do you want to buy a stamp?
What are you buying, stranger?
Yes.
Lingering around post boxes, waiting for like. Oh, yeah. You got much else? You posted much else here?
Have you got? Yeah. Have you got a stamp? Are you going to buy some stamps? I've got some.
I've got good ones.
Discounted stamps here. Yeah. Ones with Charlie on. Got some with Liz on as well.
Not been licked. No one's licked them.
Yeah.
They're fresh. I've pre-lit. Imagine that. I've pre-licked them all though.
Yeah. They can come pre-lit for convenience.
And they'll be like, you don't even have to lick them anymore. They've got a stick on already. Yeah, but I just like the taste.
I just love it so much. Get home. That'd be a story to tell your missus, wouldn't it? Do you post that letter? Yeah. Weird, mate. This guy was just lingering around saying he's licked these stamps. He's trying to sell me.
Yeah, he opened up his mouth and they all stuck to his tongue. He said, just help yourself.
I've got loads of them, mate. Loads of them here.
Martin's put how much does a Happy Meal with delivery cost from McDonald's? That was shout out to a couple of weeks ago.
Probably not far off, actually. Realistically,
No, it can't be.
I don't know, Jim. I'm not saying it's down on like it's probably less than 12, but I'll bet you that's 6-7 quid, I reckon.
That's
if I order one and I get my daughter one, it's definitely over 12 quid.
That's 2 meals, though, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. Toys are crap now as well from that Happy Meal. I used to love the Happy Meal toys when I was younger.
Yeah.
She got like what did she get the other week? Like one, like not even a Pokemon card, but like a card, like I don't even know, like a top trump card, but one card.
What? They used to do Pokemon cards, didn't they, back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
To be fair, they had a series where it was books, little books in there. That was pretty sad. No kid wants education with their McDonald's.
No,
they're just there for the food and the toy.
Yeah, I think they've got worse. Tesco meal deal.
Yeah.
Slowly creeping up, haven't they?
How much?
Yeah, go on.
What's the average asking price for in our Aragorn on the groups? It just seems to be people are getting rid of them. It's a fantastic figure. I love mine, but every day I log on and people just can't get rid of them.
Good, it's there.
I saw it on there for 12 quid the other day.
12 quid. Oh, might as well get it
too.
Yeah, I'll have that. Yeah.
Buy like 8 of them. Just a whole cabinet. Same figure.
I've got a fellowship. Like they're all Aragorn.
If you had him like running, but each one was doing a slightly different.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That would actually be kind of cool,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
How cool would that be? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, are we doing this then?
Yeah. This is good. No, it's actually. Oh, I didn't put the picture in. Do you know what that was? That was that's how much extra my council tax bill came out at this month when it came through. Extra 12 quid a month. That was.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
It's gone up 12 quid,
more
mate.
Than that.
Was it?
It might be more than that.
Mine was 12
quid. I've got a big fancy ass house, though, mate. So.
That's why they're catching you on that.
I'm looking it up. I'm going to find out. It's gone up. I don't know. I might have got lucky.
Sorry, I just saw Martin Davies from Southampton. How much are Saints FC paying supporters to come and watch them? That's really good because they are really crap this year. They're paying them. Come and watch us for 12 quid. I don't know. If I'm not doing anything, I'll pop in. Would you? I don't know whether I could do that even for 12 quid.
£12?
Go and watch Saints play.
They'll get you a beer.
Yeah.
Pint Stella. That'll sort you out.
Yeah, it would. It'd be all right.
Yeah.
If that becomes a thing, Jim, I'll let you know. We'll both go if they start paying us to go. We'll both go to that. No, it's 12 quid for my council tax, and I've got to say, I every year it creeps. It's always more. It's never you get it and you go, cool, that's worked out cheaper than it did last year. It's always more.
It's never going to be cheaper.
It's always going to go up, isn't it? But I just get annoyed with like, where's that going? Like,
they give you a breakdown, don't they? Do you ever look at the breakdown?
Maybe I should.
It tells you like.
Would that answer my query?
The police. It's always the police and fire that goes up the most on my one.
Is it? I might have a look.
Yeah.
Do a deep dive into the document.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Like... Here we go.
Yeah.
So, because they email it to you and they send it to you in on paper as well. So you can't.
I haven't got the paper one yet.
You two pay more attention.
Document is secured. Password. I don't know.
That's a password. Oh, I don't know.
They didn't give me a password. No.
Hang on. Write the council a letter. Pete's got stamps.
Pre-licked stamps. Sorted.
I've licked them. Pete's sending it.
No, I'm all right. I think
you're right.
I think mine's only gone up 9 quid, so I've won that one. I've done well.
Oh, well done.
Arran,
well
you've been
done.
Screwed.
I have, mate. Yeah. I have. And what annoyed me
the police.
Yeah, go on, please.
Policing and fire went up 6%.
That
was fire 6%, and police was 5.7. And I'm not getting anywhere near that on my. I'm getting 3.5% on my wages, so they can fuck off. It's not fair, is it?
It isn't.
It's not fair. I'm not getting paid anything that much.
I'm gonna go start a big fire. Make it work.
Make it fucking work for it.
You charge me this. I'll put this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that out now. No, I put. When but it's that. Last... Yeah, go on, Pete.
Go on. Yeah. No, go on, mate.
I think it was last week. Whenever the bins were last done round here, so that was the glass. When was the glass bin collection? 2 weeks, I think. We hadn't quite filled the glass bin this time, so I thought, well,
fancy glass bin.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'll put it out. And my wife went to me, "Don't put it out. They won't take that." I was like, "What do you mean they won't take it? There's glass in it." She was like, "They won't take it because it's not. It's
has
not
to be full."
I was like,
I thought if it's too full, they don't take it.
But they also do that, and I've tried and tested that one, Jim, and they don't take it. No,
I get that bit. I get that, but they open up and go, "Oh, it's not enough glass in there."
Is there a line in there?
I'm seeing
fill level, fill to here.
I had a big thing with her about this.
Crushed glass or with them intact?
Oh, that's a good idea.
You crush them down, you get a lot more in, wouldn't you?
Maybe I should just smash all the glass up.
Smash it up. Unless you've only got a little bit and you need to go across that line. You need to keep it in one piece.
And smash a few bits up.
You go, well, it's above the line. It's above the line, mate.
It's above the line now, so you've got to take it. But no, they didn't take it. I went out to get it. There it was, still with the glass in it. Yeah.
Do they put little stickers on? Go, you twat.
Oh,
I didn't collect this. They used to put ones on ours where they put things
twat.
On like no food in this bin, like stuff like that. Big orange sticker.
What were you trying to eat? Were you trying to eat it? No, I didn't put any food in it.
Like been marked.
I did have an orange. Yeah, we've had an orange one on the black bin before, which was and I knew I'd chucked a few bits of things I should have put in there.
Yeah.
But it's life, isn't it?
It's
sometimes things happen, mate. It's bins as well.
You just mention things and it just triggers, doesn't it? There's so much stuff to moan about.
And
we have general refuse bin, which is collected every 2 weeks, and a general recycling bin. So it's quite good because we don't have to separate it all out. Just everything goes in there. And then we've got a green bin that's collected every week, and that's obviously meant to be your garden stuff and any food.
Right.
But obviously, they're so they look in that bin. You're not supposed to put any dirt in there, like any soil. So obviously, everybody just So if you're digging out some garden, a flower bed or something, and you need to get some soil out, so you put it all down the bottom, and then you put stuff on lighter stuff on the top because they're only going to go down a foot maybe to see what's.
They're not out there, surely. They're not out there putting it all out.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and you've got load of bricks and aggregate and stuff down the bottom. Fuck me, this is heavy. There's a lot of leaves in here, but they do look. So you've got to be careful. You've got to get it all down in the bottom half, and then put lighter stuff on the top. Yeah, they're
you guys are lucky.
And if they don't take it,
communal bins, honestly,
Oh mate,
so sometimes that's not the bin men though. I feel bad for them. It's the absolute wankers that live in the building as well. So we're in a flat building, and the irritation I get when I go down and I see some idiots just chucked rubbish into the recycling bin, it bugs me to no end because it's how difficult is this? It's orange for recycling. It's the black bin for non-recycling.
When we lived in a communal one, right, I don't know who it was in that block that was doing it, but it was winding me right up. They just wouldn't break down any cardboard, mate.
Yes,
so you go down there,
and
they've bought a widescreen telly. They've obviously bought just chuck that in the fit. Well, that's half the bin now.
That sounds like my wife. She just gets this big box from Asda, and just pushes it in the top.
No.
So I have to go out there periodically and like crush it all and rip it up and stuff it down the sides and everything. I'm like,
we've had the kid in there at one point.
We've got to last 2 weeks.
Jump up and down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he loves it.
Not just get in the bin. You have to pay money to get the lid. Just close the lid, put her in the bin as well.
But if you don't, so if they like your one there, a little bit of glass, you can deal with that. You can store that for next time. But if they don't empty like your massive, great, like stinky general refuse, what are you going to do with it? And then you know, next thing on the village Facebook group, some fly tipping because they didn't take their bin.
Because you didn't take my bin, mate.
Or you walk along and you've got those little bins they put on like lampposts, and there's like a massive, great black bag just propped on the top.
Yeah, they did. They done away with. There used to be a big around the corner shop round here. They used to have some big like skip bins, but again, they never collected them regularly enough. So all that happened was just bin bags full, just across the car park, just of like
piled up.
And the foxes getting them.
And then they were like, "Oh, we're getting rid of the bins because people aren't using them." No, people are using them. You just aren't collecting them. That's your issue. People, in fact, I can tell you, it's well used. Actually, people are using it because I've seen the amount. Because it is there. You just aren't picking it up enough. That's the difference there, I think. Road One Photography stuck in here, 12 quid's worth of arson every month.
Yeah. To go with your comment, I hate this time of year because all your bills go up, and they're all allowed to go like, especially the water. I mean, they've not even told us what that is yet, but they're going to be like, yeah, so we've fucked up. We're really bad. We're like, we lose half the water we're supposed to supply, and we're in millions of pounds of debt. So, we're going to charge you 35% extra this year. Doesn't matter that you only got X percent. We fucked up, and you've got to pay for it. And it's like anything, isn't it? Like a mobile phone contract, anything. You get a contract out, and it goes, this will go up £5 on the 1st of March next year, and the year after another £5. How are they allowed to do it? I can't go into my work and go, I will get an extra 5% next year. Doesn't matter like whether I'm shit and I bring the company to its knees. It's in the contract.
That's what I'm getting.
And it's like, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it all goes up.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's meant to be in line with inflation, isn't it? That's what they're meant to do. They increase it.
No way, though.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. The one out of all of them, the ones I've had most difficulty with in my lifetime was the water. It's water. We got proper done with water somewhere, like a hidden leak in one of the. I think it was in the one we were renting. There was a leak going on, and then we ended up paying for the water leak. And it was like, but we didn't know the leak was going on.
Hundreds of pounds.
Oh, shit.
And and it went. I battled it for ages, and I think I'm still paying. Like I ended up saying like, right, put it all together. That's one big payment, but that's not gonna be paid off until I'm like 109 because I'm paying it like £2 a month or something stupid. But we had that. That was really frustrating. It's just like they're not realistic about things either. Like,
no,
how am I meant to know?
We live in quite an old house on an unmade road, so the council doesn't touch it, so they don't want to know. So it's they can't put us on a water bill, and so we dine out on that. If I forgot to wash my hands, I just fill the whole bath just to wash my hands, and then I'm like. like an aristocrat. I'm just like I could use however much I want. Hose pipes on constantly. Do you
want a cup of tea, mate?
I don't. Honestly, No, I don't. I'm very responsible user of water, but this makes me laugh that I could just use as much as I wanted, and they'd be like, "Fucking hell, we've lost a lot of water this month. What's going on?"
So Pete
leaving the house like rather than like, oh, have you switched the lights off? Pete's going, have you switched all the taps on? Yeah, they're all on.
Yeah, come on. Come on, they put that council tax up £9.
Use it, keep it running, leave it running,
Yeah.
leave it all running. I
But
went
on
upstairs,
cold,
Pete.
because otherwise I don't want to pay for the gas. So,
Oh yeah, that's
Just the
what
cold
they get,
taps.
yeah, just the cold, not the hot. Don't touch the hot.
Pete, I just nipped upstairs, mate, to use the toilet. Someone had left the taps on. Yeah, I know. Have you switched them? Yeah, I have switched them up.
Yeah.
No,
Did you switch them
go
off?
up
Go
and
back
switch
up.
them on. They're
Just
on
the
for a
cold one.
reason.
Just the cold one.
Oh, dear. Right. Well, we've sort of done a few topics there in
Yeah,
one hit. We have.
Yeah, that's good. It was
Jim,
good.
there's your stock photo I found of gaming.
Oh, nice.
I thought that.
Nice.
Nice
Look
and
at
generic.
that. That's a gaming. Yeah,
That's
nice
beautiful.
gaming keyboard there.
Yeah.
It's nicer than my own.
We don't
That's
know if
nice.
he's got a console or he's using the console controller with the PC. There's a little bit of mystery there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Could be using the
don't know.
mouse. Who knows? Who knows? I switched between them.
Yeah.
Akimbo style. That sounds so good. All right, so my topic was gaming in your 30s, and I realize as I'm talking with you two that I still have this easier than either of you guys, just because if you add in like kids and stuff, I imagine it's even harder. But gaming in your 30s
In a couple of weeks, mate, I could do it. I'll do a section on gaming in my 50s.
I'll see you in 6 weeks then.
Yeah.
But it's
Go ahead.
impossible to get through a game these days. Does anyone else find that? Because they're so long, which is something I've always wanted, but now it takes me forever to get through one game, and partway through it I'll start to lose interest because I want to play another one that's just come out, and they end up with like this stream of titles that I've bought that I'm like 3/4 of the way through finishing. And I'm just like, fuck, whenever am I going to get back to these? And some of them are quite technical. Like you take Wukong. So I'm playing through that. If I have a week off just because of life, I get back to it. And I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Where was I going? What does this button do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just about to fight a boss. Shit. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore.
It only gets worse, Jim, because gaming in your 40s, and I say, basically just means you buy the games and you never even take the cellophane off. I've got a pile of them over there. I really want to play that game.
You still get the
Brilliant,
physical
I'll pick
games
that
as
up.
well.
Yeah. And then I'm just like you. I'm like, oh, that game's that's quite a long game. I can't just put that in and play that. And so I just never end up playing anything. So it's it's quite sad, really.
And you can't just whack them in and play anymore. If you're like, oh, I'm going to play this game, you're like, and you've got the disc and it's not installed, you're like, oh, I can't just do that. I've got to wait 4 or 5 hours for it to download. And with our internet, I'm downloading, Red Dead 2 onto my PS5 at the moment. It's about 50% of the way through, and I've still got 18 hours to wait for it to finish downloading. Man. Bearing in mind, our internet's shocking. We're like the lowest of the low level. But I was just like, 18 hours.
But also,
like
you could like leave
by the time.
You could leave a game for 3 days and come back and there's like a 50 gigabyte update.
Call of Duty. I deleted Call. Every time I was like, I'm going to play COD. Log in. There's a 40 gig update that's going to take you 16 hours to download.
The bigger thing with Call of Duty, mate, is the fact that it takes up like a third of my hard drive space. And every year, like I got it this year, and I actually quite like it this year. Last year's, I did not bother with it last year. I don't think I got last year's one. This year, I actually thought it was all right. But a few games have come out now, and I'm back to that thing of like, well, I'm going to have to get rid of it. I've got to get it off that hard drive because 220 gig a game, like, nah.
And it's a game you like to pick up every now and again. You're not just constantly playing it, and yet it takes up so much space.
I know that really does frustrate me. I must admit, I am quite good with. I remember when we first had little one. I remember someone at work said to me, "Oh, you're gonna have to knock all that gaming on the head. You ain't gonna have time to do that." And I thought, I think I probably will still some fine. Yeah, I'll see how we go with that. Obviously, what has happened is. I think it makes you priority. He was right. What's happened was he was dead right. No, what's happened was I realised that it makes you, and me and Peter have spoken about this before, it's prioritized what I do with my time. So films have taken a big back, like don't do that much now.
Yeah.
TV shows, I don't watch much. I play guitar. I couldn't tell you the last time I sat upstairs and played guitar. Like that's a little hobby thing that's gone. However, any time I do get, I will probably be playing a game. But I do agree with you, Jim, that it does take, because you think even in an evening, I'll probably get an hour and a half if I'm doing like a big game. So like you think Silent Hill 2, I was texting you about that, wasn't I? That's taken me since the day it came out in November. I think that came out, and I've just finished that in the last couple of weeks, haven't I, when I text you.
That came out about 20 years ago, mate.
I've been playing it
3 console generations later.
I started it when I was 6, and I've done 2 minutes a day, and I've just got there.
That's just a door loading animation back from the PS2, PS1 days. Like Resident Evil.
But yeah, I find it, and I must admit, like I bought the new WWE last week. That's my guilty pleasure every year. I love them. And I like them because it's so pick up and play. Like pick it up, do a couple of matches, have a laugh, end of, move on with your life. Like you don't need to. There's no. It's the ones where it's so involved that there's a story and you've got to remember what you're doing, and they're so big, aren't they? Some of those open world ones. Like you can basically, you could almost restart it when you next play it again, couldn't you? But you don't want that.
Yeah.
I think
you're right. I think like I think now, like when I was in my 20s. And I was sort of, on my own, single and everything. It was great. You could just immerse yourself. Like you could just play for like a whole day straight and really get into like Red Dead, like the original Red Dead and everything. And I've always wanted to play Red Dead 2, but I'm just like, I think it's just amazing. The anxiety over how big that game is, and the fact that I'd never do it justice. I don't think now. Because I'd just be like playing little bits, and any time you're playing, there's like 50 side quests you could be doing and all this stuff, and it's great when you've got the time. But now I'd just be like, no, I'm not going to play that. I've got it on the shelf, but I'm not going to play it.
I get what you mean. I spend about the first half of the game kind of doing everything, and then I get to a point where I'm like, I just need to get to the end now, and then you end up missing stuff, especially in like something like Red Dead 2, and you miss some like some really good scenes and side quests, and then you feel a bit like hard done by, and you're a bit like, oh, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've also had it with
like there's tragedy involved.
Yeah. Go on, carry on, Pete. Carry on.
I was just saying that I was this close. This is going back a while now. I was this close to getting a platinum on GTA 5, and my PS3 just died.
No.
To the point where I just had to rip the thing open to get the game out. So there's sometimes there's tragedy involved. Like when you spent all that time, like hundreds of hours, and then to have it cruelly snatched away from you.
At the last,
harsh.
Platinum as well.
Yeah.
On for a platinum.
The only one I had left to do was like the little one where you had to go along in the submarine, and I think pick up.
And get all those bits underneath the seabed.
That's
ones.
all I had left to do. Yeah, and it was like, and I just never could bring myself to like start it again on like the PS4, or I was broken. I couldn't do it again.
Couldn't do it. No. I'll tell you what, here's a little one. Here's a little claim to fame. GTA 4, when it came out, I ranked in. Need to get the numbers right here. Basically, the first. I think it was like the first 200 that finished at 100% completion got an email code from Rockstar for downloading a pack of wallpapers, and they sent you a key to the city. I was in that top 200 on Xbox 360 for finishing that. So that was what I was doing with my time. I haven't got this in the loft. And the pack of wallpapers for your thing.
Didn't happen.
Really?
Mate, didn't happen. I need to see that key.
There's
up in the loft after this show, all right?
I'll get that key right up there. Key, yeah. And another one is a tragedy one for you, Pete. So the remake of Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube, I got like heavily like well into that, like borderline sort of like I could probably have drawn the map of the mansion, and like I could probably, if I really sat here now, I could probably tell you it. But I just loved it, and I was like started then looking at the speed runs online, like how fast can you do it? And
the Resident Evil ones are great.
And I thought, right, there was a week where like I think one of my mates' mum and dads went away on holiday, and we went round there for a week, and it was basically like just a big LAN session of people just playing games all week. It was amazing. And I was like, right, that week I'm taking my GameCube round there, and I'm just going to hammer this until I get it to 1 minute. And it was like 1 minute. It's not 1 minute. It's well quick, isn't it? Oh, it's done.
Broken.
I mean, yeah.
Sounds like you're talking about something else there, Aaron.
He found the hidden portal. We just walked through it. The end.
Done. The end. That was easy. No, it's an hour and I think it was an hour and like 29 point something.
The whole game.
Record. Yeah,
it's actually a short game if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I got it right. So I sat there the whole week, and I think halfway through the week, I clocked in like a 1 hour and 30, and I was like, "That's close." And I remember my mate sat there going, "Bloody hell, mate, you're within shot here." I was like, "I know. I need to shave off 2 minutes."
Guinness Book of Records.
This could happen. Yeah. Did it happen? Did it fuck? I got it to like an hour and like 29, and I was like, I don't understand how much quicker I can do this.
How can I shave off 2 minutes?
So Christ knows. Yeah. But I was like, I had it. I was like so close. But I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that now.
I think that's the game I've bought the most amount of time. So I've had
got it loads of times.
Version, I've got the Switch version, the PS3. Pretty sure I had it on my Xbox, like PS5 as well. That's mad.
I just got really into it.
The worst computer gaming related episode was it's going back quite a long way. When I did my degree, I did like half a term in the States, so nice. in New England. So we were all in his like this dorm. So there's about 12 of us in there, and like rooms and bunk beds and bits and pieces. So it was quite a good like little community in there, like friendship and stuff. So we it was in the time of the Sega Master System, was like or Genesis as they had it there. And they were like, "Oh, we've got NHL hockey," so it was NHL '94. And they were like, "Oh, like, who wants to start like a full season?" So there was about 10 of us, I think. So we all had a team. We got our team. I was the New York Rangers, and we like set up. You know, you could create your own characters and all that. So we did all that, and then we started playing this season, and it went on for like weeks because it was like. Because you had to play like 80 games or whatever, and sometimes it was against the other people, sometimes it was the computer. Literally, like someone would come and wake you up at 4 a.m. and go, "Oh, you got to play like so and so now," and you do it, and you play and everything, and it went on. So then you got the playoffs, and like I got to the semi-final, and I was on fire. I was thinking I'm going to win this, and then like literally the next day I woke up and someone went, "The save game's gone." Like the cartridge is just gone. It's saved into the cartridge.
Someone did that on purpose.
It's saved into the cartridge, so it was just dead. And it was just like, I was just nobody could speak, and we all just like sat around, like just like staring at the walls, like just not going.
What do we do about this?
Oh my god, what? And it's like, shall we start again? I was like, no, we can't do that again. I invested like my whole soul into that, and
it's been a big part of our life for so long, and now now it's gone.
Yeah, and it's all like, what are we gonna do now? Like, it was just like what bound us all together as like mates and stuff, and it's like,
Did all the friendships drift apart at that point?
yeah, we had nothing to talk about after that. Just all went our separate ways.
So she turned around, walked out, and just left forever.
Just left the cartridge on the floor.
And we all just like quit university. We just went, no, I'm done with this now. I wasn't here for the learning. Now I've got nothing left. I got on a plane, flew straight home.
And that was it.
It was genuinely upsetting, though. Yeah.
No, I get.
I can imagine it was.
Yeah, that's horrible. That is really horrible. Wouldn't like that to happen to anybody. That's awful.
No.
Rogue One photography year. Look, 3 years to finish Spider-Man. Yeah,
that's a long time.
That is a long time. They're good. That one
that's
and 2.
Perseverance.
Two's good. I
haven't played 2 yet. I need to. I didn't play the Miles one either. Actually, I need to do that as well.
That's good as well. They're all 3 of them are good.
It's Christmassy, and it's nice, that one.
Even my partner finished one of those.
Yeah, it's Christmassy. Yeah, it is Christmassy.
Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Miles
Christmas
Morales
vibe
set
to it.
Christmas, mates. That's nice.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Save it on for Christmas. Yeah.
Yes, give that a go over in December. Stu, I work with Stu, Football Manager. I know this guy racks the hours up on that big time. I
would have thought though that he'd have spent more time on Cricket Manager.
Cricket,
based on his logo.
Love cricket, but it's Football Manager if I'm playing. Yeah.
Just play. Yeah. I've
Manager.
put thousands of hours into many versions of Football Manager. Although I can't play them now, they're far too complicated.
I got at one point.
You need to be a proper qualified manager to play those games now.
I got it one. Wow. There was 1 year where I was doing it, and I never get it regularly. I get it like once, and then I think that does me for like so long. I haven't bought it for a while.
Yeah, because it updates forever. You can just play it forever.
Yeah. So I one I last got into was when I was at uni, and I used to take my laptop to uni, and that used to be great because I thought, well, I can just fucking play Football Manager, can't I? Whenever I want, fine.
Yeah.
I got so into it that year, I started getting muddled up with who played for who in real life. I started thinking transfers had happened. Someone used to say to me, "Do you see that goal so and so scored at the weekend?" And I was like, He doesn't play for Newcastle." It's like, yes, he does. I was like, no, he went to Arsenal for about 23 million.
Yeah.
So, no, he didn't. I was like,
and they're like,
oh no,
what's up with this guy?
No, that's my Football Manager save, innit? Sorry. It kept on happening. Here, Stu's put his he's put cricket games annoy him so much because he loves it so much, probably. Football Manager 24, 19 days, 20 hours, 21 minutes.
Damn.
Wow.
That is a lot of time.
There was some guy that had the world record. I forget how many days. He played like 600 years or something consecutive of like in game years.
I wonder if you get to a point on it where like everyone dies, like everyone's dead on the game, like they've all got old and everyone's dead.
Well, it's like a zombie apocalypse occurs at some point.
They're all hidden unlockable.
And he goes, "Sorry, there's not enough humans left to make a team."
You've reached end. This is end game stuff.
Yeah, this is it. Or it just goes, for fuck's sake, man, get a life. Just deletes your game.
I would find that stressful if it tells me how much time. I remember Call of Duty used to do that. It's like you've played for like 24 hours in total, and you're like,
it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? You're like, yeah, exactly. You're like,
so I'm just going to get outside a little bit.
I should probably do something with my life.
Yeah.
Good topic.
Yeah.
Great topic, Jim. Really enjoyed that one. Really, good one. Pete, what was your little thing you were gonna?
Well, I was scrapping around. I had a couple of little things because I was, as you guys said, it's been a pretty good week and nothing's really like pissed me off. But I was thinking what I could talk about, and there's a couple of things. So my boy's away with school this weekend, so me and the missus are going away for a couple of nights, fancy hotel and stuff like that. And I'm like looking at the menu. It's like you get like you pay for the night and then you get sort of money towards your meal and all that sort of thing. And it's a fancy restaurant. And I'm like looking down it. I'm going, no, won't eat that. Won't eat that. Won't eat that. What? That's got snails in it. No, not going to eat that. And I think, do they just put like things in just to justify the price? So, like this place, the starters are like £23.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so you stuck a bit of snail in this one. So yeah, we can. That was tenner, but we'll make that £19 now. There's
get them from the garden, surely.
And it's like where you have to Google what half the ingredients are, and you're like, oh no, I don't. What's a Bordelaise dressing? Do we know what that is?
French.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically they do steak. So I said, yeah, we'll have the steak.
Steak then.
Can't go wrong with that, can you? Yeah.
No.
Can't go wrong with that. And the desserts.
Well.
It'll be fantastic, mate.
That'd be a good bit of meat. That
it's the Chateaubriand. It's £100 for two.
So that's going to be amazing.
I'm going to enjoy that. And
the
desserts look quite nice. So I think we're going to skip the starters because they're all very, very poncy and
got
a bit like
insects in it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Crustacean. Insects are going to be the big thing.
Slug here.
Yes, there's slugs in there. There's a couple of worms. Caterpillar eyelashes.
sprinkled with a dash of ants' legs.
Went to a restaurant where you could have a packet of crickets. It's like instead of nuts, like with your pint.
That's cool. I would try them because we're going to have to live on them soon when we run out of.
They were nice. They were actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Were they whole? Like you can tell that they're cricket, yeah.
Yeah, you could. They're like they're kind of like yeah, you can tell it's a cricket. It doesn't look fresh, but yeah, you can tell. It's weird. It's like you have to kind of get past that mental issue to get into it.
I think that's what I'm thinking. Like a lot of people will probably, if they didn't look like a cricket, they'd probably eat them. If you just like battered them, it's a nugget. Just like that, and a bit crunchy.
I mean, what's in a nugget anyway?
So this is all right. This has got prices. It's got the prices. The other thing I hate is where you go to it's normally not a restaurant. It's like a gastro pub, and you look at the price list and it's just like 5, 10. It's like £10 something. It's like, we're going to be really clever and just put just the number, no pound sign, no dot, no pennies, just 5, 12. And that's that used to be like £4.20, and they go, if we go 5, that's an extra 80p on each portion of chips. And a portion of chips is about £6. If you had cheese on it, it's about 15. It could be the answer to that. What's the average price of cheese and chips in a pub? 12 quid.
12 quid.
And all it is like just a handful of grated cheese on the top. Not even melted. There you go. It's cheesy chips. You're like, fuck me. And then the other thing, I don't know why it came into my head. Yeah, stamp currency. It is.
Pay with your stamps, Pete.
I know. I have to call them up. My wife is a secondary English teacher, so she's really she hates anything that's grammatically wrong. So like when people don't put apostrophes in things or put them where they're not meant to be, that sort of thing. That drives her mad. But the other one that she hates as well, she's kind of sort of come round to it a bit now, and it's a little bit of a joke. But like anything where they've got and I do it like this. So we go, we're looking for something, or like we're looking for Windows, and I go, there's one here, and it's like Windows 4 U, and I draw it out. So like anything where they've not written it properly, and it's got like a number, and then it's like all that sort of thing. And I deliberately find them because she hates anything like that, and they just crack me up. Some of them they just crack me up, or 2 Windows 2 U. And it's really stupid, but they make me laugh.
Then you go out your way looking for them, don't you? When it's something like that, it's like, can
absolutely.
I find
And I think they've kind of gone out of fashion a little bit now. They were very big, 5 years ago, and they've gone a little bit out.
You don't see it as much.
Occasionally, you get you don't see it as much. But occasionally, but it makes them more special when you come across one. So.
And it's like a rare car,
they mostly obviously twos and fours. I don't know that any other numbers particularly work, but
that work that well. Twos.
There's one like where you see.
Just thinking of the takeaway shop. There's a takeaway shop that I used to use. What was it? Pizza Hot to You. Pizza Hot to You it was. Me and my mates used to go there, mate. Fucking $3.99 spicy chicken burger meal. Banging. Absolute best chicken burger meal I ever had.
So, and then like you can tell, so someone's gone with like pizza for you. Someone sets up a new business. Oh, brilliant! I got its name, pizza for you. And then they're like, oh, someone's got it. Kind of. Could we have two? Could we have pizza to you? That works. Yeah, we'll go with that one. To you. Yeah.
Pizza You Two is presented by the band. Yep. So you have Bono on the front.
Yeah.
Pizza You Two.
Yeah. So not really a rant on that one. Just something that amuses me, and I'll go out of my way to find them. Four less. That's one, isn't it? Yeah.
All four. Yeah.
Four less.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other numbers.
Doors four less.
My favourite.
I know.
Was a toilet sign that was 4U2P. That was great.
4U2P.
Yeah,
that's good.
That sounds like a droid from Star Wars.
Yeah. Instead of C-3PO, it's 4U2P.
It's like a urinal. It's like a urinal on Caterpillar tracks.
Wheeling around. Like people pissed out their head in Mos Eisley Cantina. Just pissing in it.
Imagine that's all it says as well. It's 4U2P.
4U2P, like that. Just Obi-Wan, like that.
I am 4U2P.
Yeah, we need a WAS, actually.
Urination.
Bets for pets. Love it.
Yeah, good one. He's coming up with loads here, Rogue One.
Yeah.
Any more? If you think of what's going to chat.
Twos and fours, though.
Yeah. Can we?
If someone could come up with one that's not a 2 or a 4,
we're in.
8.
I was going like mates. Could you make 8 like 8?
Yeah, you could have that M8. Yeah.
M8. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, M8. Yeah, mate.
Old tech slang.
You could, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd have to get the restaurant name.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with restaurants, but I was thinking like 8. Eat at 8.
5 Live. It's not quite the same. Just a radio station.
That's what BBC One. ITV3.
Channel 4.
Channel 5.
Yeah.
When
ITV
that
1
channel,
plus
1. plus 2. There's quite a few of them, isn't there now? Like how many catched up like ones do you need?
Yeah.
Like plus what?
We've got to plus 4. Plus 4. Do we need a plus 5? Yeah, fuck it.
Well, let's do it. May as well.
There's bandwidth left. We might as well. Yeah, might as well.
Unless they did a whole day one. So like ITV plus 24. So that's an hour.
Plus 20. There is one, isn't there?
Is there? What, a day beyond?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there?
I think so.
It can't be.
No, but it sounds brilliant.
Plus 24.
It's like the leg all over again.
Yeah, I've lost a day. I lost a day. Did you see that episode? No. I'm still on yesterday. I'm a day behind you, mate.
Remember, I live a day out.
I'll never catch you up. Yeah, I'll never catch you up because I only get this channel. I can't get the other one, so I'll never. I can't.
When they fitted it all, they screwed something up, and I'm literally 24 hours behind.
Yeah.
On everything. So when Grant Mitchell came
spoilers
back,
everything, mate. It's constant. Yeah.
When Grant Mitchell came back, I was still the episode before, so I knew he was coming back. It sort of ruins everything, really.
Yeah. So I can't talk to anyone because it's just spoilers like all day long.
All day.
Anything Thrones would have been a nightmare for you.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. Keeps on coming up, Game of Thrones at the moment. I don't know why. A few people keep mentioning it, and I keep on having to say.
You never watched it?
No, I haven't, mate.
What were you doing?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, Jim.
It is really good. sort your life out, Aaron.
moaning, doing something, not watching it, I think. But now it's just like there's so much to watch in it.
There is
like,
too much.
There is.
It's way too much. You can waste
like
your life away.
I was going to say, that's like the rest of the year could go.
Oh, easy.
I don't know whether I've got that commitment in me.
It's almost stressful, isn't it? It's just like an extra problem. Like, such a first world problem.
I've got to watch that tonight. I just don't want to be bogged down by it.
8 seasons. Yeah.
Eats into your gaming time as well.
Well, exactly. And that's what'll end up happening. And then I'll be like, nah. And then I'll play games again. And then I would have watched like.
Is there a Game of Thrones game? You say, I've not got time to watch the show, but I played the game.
I can play the game.
I played the game.
They're like side stories, though, I think, the game.
Yeah.
So it's like a different story. So you still have to. You can read the books. I mean, that would take longer, but you can read those. The books are better.
He hasn't got time to watch the TV show, but I'll sit down and read the book. It's like that, and there's.
It's what you do for like 40 minutes before bed. You get into bed.
And you can't even finish the story because he's not written it. He's not finished it, and he seems to be writing other stuff now. He got bored of it.
I think he's given up, isn't he? He's fuck it. It's too difficult. Nobody likes the end of the show. Yeah. Screw you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm just not going to bother.
Loads of sub stories. Is that to do with Game of Thrones? I'm guessing, Stu. Is that what he's saying there?
Well, you've got the House of Dragons, haven't you?
House of the Dragon.
What's it called? A Knight of Westeros or something that's coming this year.
That's based on one of the others.
So another prequel one.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. House of Dragons fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind. A lot of people are asking for like the first war with Eddard Stark and Baratheon and stuff. So I could see them making that at some point. But
there's tons of stuff they could.
It's a big world.
They could mine for that, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. They can mine it for years.
Tell you what about those shows? My wife watches a lot of these, like those American sort of like. Do you find anything like American? What one was she doing recently?
No, I hate Americans.
What?
Especially with those wankers on CW.
It's just it.
OFAC
taking over everything. Cancelled on. Oh wow, good when it lasted. The American shows.
Sorry,
I can't remember what it was, but like there's like 55. There's always like 55 seasons. 24 episodes a season.
You're talking like NCIS or something.
God.
They're all like that, though. Is what I mean is they're all like that. I can't think of one now off the top of my head, but she gets into them and it dominates like that the telly until she's
what's
done.
That doctor one, everyone? Grey's Anatomy. That's one of them.
That's it, Jim.
To be fair,
that's the one, Jim. That's it. That was
that's
the one.
The show. That's the one. I was like, "What are you watching? This looks stupid." You sit down, you watch an episode. two days later, it's like, "Oh my god, what happened with them? Oh my god, where has they gone?" And then you start actually getting invested, and then your partner gets pissed off. You just like, just watch it then, and you're like, "No, I refuse."
No, I'm not getting involved. But it went on. It went on. It went on.
There's been spin-offs of that as well.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's this whole like it's like this woman called Shonda. She's got like this loads of stuff, like a few spin-off shows.
Yeah, I'd never get involved.
They love it over
like
there,
that.
don't they? They love it over there.
No.
Just end it. Just do 3 seasons and end it. You don't need to do 50 seasons or something, ever.
No.
I don't think.
No.
Anything doesn't deserve that.
I think the only thing that I would say is I don't mind still going is Simpsons. They're on series 36, and they're still funny. They've had like some lower, they had a bit of a drop off, but it's still a great show. And it's only 20 minutes long.
The one I have phased out of, which I used to love, all the Family Guy. Are they still dropping episodes of that?
No.
But I went through a patch like that was like religiously watching that.
Phased out hilarious. And the only one I care about now is I'll still watch The Simpsons, just because even though it's like the more family friendly one, it's the easiest one just to kind of watch. The others, and especially Family Guy, some of the jokes just I don't know who they're talking about, so it's just like whoosh,
they've probably ran
it's very
just
American thing. The one I love, but you really have to concentrate and watch is Rick and Morty.
Yes,
brilliant.
Watch a bit of that.
That's really good.
Really complicated sometimes.
Yeah, I'll watch a couple of them. Got some comments here about this one. That's your better half, Jim, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'd like to say
necking
they've not done anything. This is just me. This is what you get.
It's just a Tuesday, man.
That's the bare minimum he needs to just
survive. This is where I'm at in my life. Ali McBeal, Rogue One photography there.
Oh Christ!
What's this one? Shondaland. I couldn't tell
Oh,
you
that's
that one.
she's the one with Grey's Anatomy and what's the other one called? Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No, that's not it. That's that comedy show. I don't know.
There is
It's a fire
there
station one that we watched. It was alright, that one.
It tends to just always be like doctors, hospitals, fire, police, and they seem to do like 27,000 seasons of them. But it's like as soon as there's like an emergency service in there, it's like we deserve. I
suppose there's never an end to like different injuries you can have, is there? So it's got a lot of legs on it.
It can, true.
Well, like Grey's Anatomy, they just circle through the characters. So, like, the cast now is pretty much completely different, apart from like a few like legacy characters.
Like Neighbours
from the start. Yeah, pretty much.
Was there an episode where someone turned up with an injury from a corned beef tin on Grey's Anatomy? Have they done that one?
With what?
With the corned beef tin injury.
That's another.
That's another. No, you get a whole season.
You put it out there now. That's going to happen. They're going to try and put it in the corned beef tin, and somehow it's going to slit their throat. And then they're going to have to perform some sort of emergency surgery to
slit their throat.
Sounds like a Final Destination.
Yes. Yeah. It could be,
and then the whole season is about them changing the tin of corned beef in society, and that brings all the stories.
I'd watch that.
The money. It would say.
Sounds good.
I would watch that.
We should write it, mate. I'm telling you.
You'd have like all these people that would come out of the woodwork saying, I've been talking about this for years and I lost the whole hand and no one listened to me. But
just loads of people turning
now's
up,
the time for
half their face
action.
gone.
Like,
I lost it with that Corey 10. Loads of one turning up. They open up like like a group, like a corned beef injury group.
Yeah, like
they will
sit in a circle and
discuss their trauma with the teams.
Eat corned beef sandwiches
and enjoy them. Someone's already opened all the tins, so you don't have to go through it. I just wanted to eat corned beef again. Just love it.
Thank you.
Love it. No, thank you. I was going to do that, but they've lost it. Thanks.
Yeah, they haven't got hands. Yeah,
they've lost that. London's burning.
Oh my god!
What is that?
That's me. I fired them up to pay for that council tax.
Yeah, that's right now. That's breaking news. That's
there.
not a show.
Yeah,
that's happening.
No, that's me. Yeah,
I've done it from here. I've got a missile thing now. Just sends fire off.
Yeah. The bill.
Basically.
The bill.
Oh, the bill.
Casualty.
Casualty was good.
My mum's still watching Casualty. That's been going for Yeah.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, Pete. It's the unlimited injuries, isn't it? The shows can just carry on. There's never going to run out of injuries.
There's never
how the injury
going to run out of things that can burn. You know.
So why not keep them going? Yeah, you are right.
As well. That's like the biggest culprit, right?
Yeah,
it's just
I
life, isn't it? It's just.
I will be honest though. When Grant did come back whenever that was 3 weeks ago, I think I did BBC or iPlayer that for myself. I just to see him rocking at the end of the episode. All right, bruv. I was like, yeah, Mitchell brothers are back. He's gone again now, and that was that. But I just wanted to see.
I can't believe what's his name's in it now. Oh, I forgot his name all of a sudden. It used to be in a lot of like British type films. Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think he's in it now.
Been in ages, isn't he?
Is he not?
He's been in and out of it. I think.
Oh bloody hell!
He was the owner of the Queen Vic, wasn't he, for a little while? Danny Dyer.
Yeah, I think so.
I was shocked when he turned up.
So he basically he had a long running show, but he ran out of like gangs to spend the week with. So he thought, what am I going to do now? I better come back.
I've done them all.
Back to I've done them all.
I'm going out.
Mexico, Uganda. I've done them all. I've done a lot.
I always found that jump really so. All right. I mean, he's a big bloke, isn't he? But like he's gone from acting a hard nut with Steve McFadden on EastEnders
to
literally fucking being one in a gang abroad. Like, it sounds just a bit much just for someone.
It's a bit of a leap, isn't it? Yeah,
it? Not like he used to be in the army, then he joined EastEnders, and then they sent him. It's fair enough. He's got the background. He's just been an actor playing a hard character,
and
pretending.
He's hoping that they think that he's actually hard, not just playing a hard boatman. So they're not going to mess with him. They're going to be like, oh, he
does look a bit.
This guy's.
He looks a bit hard, doesn't he? Ross Kemp.
He does the voice, doesn't he?
Yeah, but they're all walking around with like guns and stuff.
Guns. This is what I mean. I've never seen him like disarm someone in EastEnders. Like he's not ever taken anyone like that. No, Christ, no. Fucking hell. Grant's like fucking SAS, mate. I didn't see how that ever happened. He's just punched a few people in the Vic. Like that's it. Now he's working with gangs. Like it just seems like a really huge jump.
Yeah.
I just throw him out in abroad with gangs that are really dangerous. See how hard he is then. And he's come back. He survived it.
He survived. They didn't kill him.
He did all right.
No. So
maybe he's tough.
Maybe he is tough after all of that. Maybe he is.
Yeah. He proved us wrong.
Yeah, I did tune in for that when he came back. It was just sort of quite an iconic. Just them two are quite an iconic pair of characters for British TV. I think Phil and Grant Mitchell, aren't they? Yeah. Like, had to watch that.
I like those shows where where people go off. World's Toughest Prisons. I bet that's the ones where they go and I don't know if it was like Bear Grylls or someone else, where they go and live with these like tribes that no one's ever heard of. Like they live out, and they and like they have to like dress like them. So there's basically like nothing, and like just like a leaf or something and all that, and they're running around shooting monkeys with like blow darts and all that sort of thing. But the best bit is that all of these cultures seem to make these like horrific, like hallucinogenic drinks, don't they? So they have like a ceremony and they mix this drink up and they drink it, and it's like meant to put them in touch with like the spirits and stuff. But what it basically does is gives them like you had a couple of months ago, like just chronic like projectile vomiting and diarrhea at the same time, and they're like curled up on the floor like the ball, and they literally think they're about to die. They're that sick. I just love the stuff like that. It cracks me up.
You sort of sit there, don't you? And you're like, what did you think might have happened there?
Yeah.
You weren't going to drink that and be fine, were you?
Yeah.
There's a health and safety person there questioning their boots in the background. Just like,
it just cracks me up.
You could say the same. I haven't watched it for the last few now, but when I'm a Celebrity was like at its peak, because that used to be big, didn't it? When they used to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Some of the earlier ones were good, but the same sort of thing with that. It was sort of just like how Jordan and Peter bloody Andre. What a season!
That was the first one, wasn't it?
Good lord!
Is that your favourite one?
It's the only one I ever watched all the way through.
It's one of the classics.
Classic I'm a Celeb stuff, that is. It just got like the first few, it was like, this is great. This is entertaining. I want to see this. But then like it just kept getting a bit more like, like the food one. It was like, but they're going to try and eat something that's disgusting and they're not going to like it because you shouldn't be eating a bloody bat's head.
You can't beat kangaroo testicles anyway, can you?
Yeah, and then it's like, right, how can we top it? Okay, we're gonna this a koala clitoris. It's like they've done like
Ant and Dec just buzzing it up.
I mean, they haven't gone full shaft yet, have they?
They just have to get the bell end off the end on the little cocktails. They go, you don't have to eat it all, just a bit on the end, just a little stick, They went anus, they went penis, then they broke TV when they first had a vagina on there, and now it's like, well, what's left? What is more disgusting?
This is what I mean
for somebody to eat.
Other than just different animal genitalia
bits.
But
exactly.
In it,
what animal has the grossest genitalia? That's what they're asking.
So now you're just looking for that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're bringing like a whale penis. It's about 12 feet long. Just, you don't have to eat the whole thing. Just a slice. Slice is like the size of a dinner plate.
It's like one of those meal challenges, you know? It's like you eat all of this and you get everything for free.
Don't have to eat all of it.
Yeah, eat all of this. You'll get a slap-up meal tonight. I mean, what are their stomachs going to be like? You never see the aftermath of that. No, what the next day is when they get on that long drop, and there's clitoris and eyelashes and stuff, nipples coming out. It's like the last thing you want is a slap-up meal. You'll be like, oh, I just want to die.
Die now because I've just eaten a bollock. Yeah. No wonder I'm not up for bloody chips and whatever you're having. I just want to sit in my hammock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shit myself.
Like full-on neurovirus live on telly, like for the whole nation to enjoy. Like, tuning into that. What's Arran been doing today? Just shitting and pissing again, and eating and shitting it out again. Just in a circle.
But I do find it funny when like I'm there for the eating challenges. That's the only thing I'm interested in, and I love the ones where they're puking up everywhere. My wife can't watch it. She's like, it makes her feel sick. But there was one, I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons ago, and there's a couple of guys, can't remember who they were or whatever, but they were literally just like, and there's like projectile vomiting, and they're laughing at each other, and then the other one drinks and he's doing it, and the other one's laughing at him, and it went on for it cracked me up. I thought it was hilarious.
It does, doesn't it? It does. That's like a whole show, that one. The eating one's the whole show.
Yeah.
It's an hour of this, 60 minutes of this.
Yeah. Love it.
Really good. Right, my rant. So
here we go.
Pete, as I said, you reminded me of this when you turned up to Ben Thomas's live show and the clocks had changed in Canada.
An hour late.
He hadn't told anyone that the clocks were changing in Canada, which I think that's ridiculous.
I mean, that's a bit
like we were meant to know that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to mention it. So Pete should
sorry,
just
Ben.
know that
My bad.
Yeah. I usually always put in my calendar when the Canada clocks change.
Yeah, I wondered when I went on Google why there was maple leaves and stuff. They was telling me the clocks had changed, but I just ignored it.
That and just so it is my fault. But and then that just reminded me. This has been a thing for me for years now. Why are we dicking around with clocks still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Pointless. It frustrates me every time. Even the better one, when you get the hour back, winds me up because I'm not getting the hour back. That's just it's not a new hour, but people treat it like it. Oh no, it's like extra hour in bed. No, it's not though, because you should have took it from me originally. So you've wound me up again because it's not an extra hour. It's just the one you took. It's like nicking someone's car keys for a year and then giving them back. Oh, there you go, mate.
You're just balancing the bottom line.
Yeah. So that doesn't make me any happier when it's the better one.
No.
And then I looked up why is it a thing? And the most I could find was farming, and the other one that came up was war effort. So when we were at war, it increased daylight
80 years ago. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So my question is, what war are we in at the moment? I don't think we're in one. So, and even then, if I'd been alive during the war, then I would have moaned about it. Then, if they went, well, we're changing the clocks, that means everyone can work an extra hour.
Yeah. And back then, like now, it's quite easy because most stuff, like your phone, if it does it automatically. Back then, you'd be winding shit up.
Yes.
Like it would take you a whole day, wouldn't it, to go around the whole the clocks around the house.
You definitely forget
get
one
the old.
as well.
You always
get
definitely.
the old pocket watch out and all that.
Change that. Yeah, that'd take you a bit of time. Take you the hour.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd actually effectively that evening you'd lose maybe 3 hours because the hours.
I remember on cars I could never change it. So you just have
the car one.
The year. Yeah,
just
saying an hour.
You go, it'll be right again in 6 months. It's all good.
Literally.
But you'd have been. Yeah, you'd be even more pissed off if you were back in the war when they were doing it, because you'd have to do it all manually.
Yeah, and I just think, why are we still pissing around with it?
There isn't an actual use for it anymore, is there?
And another argument I've made is that why, right? Okay, so you're going to take an hour away from everyone. Fair enough, right? You're going to do that. Why do it on a weekend, which is my time, not work's time? You're taking it out of my weekend. Why not take it away during the week at, like, I don't know, 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday, or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so or you finish at 5. You go, it's 4. You just go. Yeah, you can go home now. It's 4 o'clock. Let's make it 5. You can go home. You'd be like, hang on. I look forward to this next year.
Yeah, but why on a Saturday night in the middle of just nothing going on, I'm losing an hour of my weekend in a couple of weeks' time to that system? I just think it shouldn't come out of my time. If anything, it should come out of work's time.
It's not a step towards those 3-day weekends, is it?
It's not. No. It's far from it, Jim. Yeah. It's far.
But then obviously the other one, the good one, you'd want that on your time.
Yeah, so put it back on at the weekend. Yeah, that one's fine. No, give me an extra hour of the weekend.
I do like the extra hour. Yeah. I always wake up and I'm like, fucking hell, I feel good.
Yeah,
you haven't got kids, though, so you don't feel the full effect of this shit.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh yeah, I've got that to look forward to, because that throws her out for a little while. She'll go weird now.
They do. They're a nightmare. They can't deal with it.
No, they don't understand that. Why are you up at 5? No. It's not 5. It's 6. Oh, now I've confused myself now. Whatever way round it is.
Yeah.
Why are you up?
That's the good one. When
that's
they're
the good
up
one.
And you go, no, it's 5. It's 5. Go back to bed. They're wide awake. They're not. So you're not getting that extra hour in bed, are you?
Yeah.
You're just up at 5 instead of 6.
6.
Brilliant.
So that's it's cost me up anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember there was one year. This might have been. I was off for some reason. I was off the week where the clocks went back. I don't know whether this might have been uni or in between college and uni. I don't know. But I was living on my own at that point, and I was off that week. And I had the same old thing leading up to that. I was like, bloody clocks are going back. I'm losing an hour of my time. Blah, blah, blah. And I decided that I thought, actually, I've got no plans this week. I'm going to not change it. So I just spent the week.
Yeah.
But I clawed it back in 10-minute intervals over the week. So like before I went to bed,
man.
Just did 10 minutes. By the end, hilarious. I'd gone back. And it didn't really make much difference to my life that week. I just had to bear in mind.
At work. I don't need. Yeah.
I just lived on Arran mean time that week.
So if someone said, "Oh, I'll meet you at 4," you were like, "Oh, I need to be there at
there." I just had to do a bit of a calculation.
10 past my time, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
just running on my. Oh yeah. Or I could just say I'll be there around then. I'm running on my own time this week.
Yeah, I might be 10 minutes. I might be 10 minutes out. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely coming.
I'll be there. The maximum time. The later in the week, you meet me,
and you go. Well, you said 4 o'clock. It's 4. They go. It's 10 past. Go. Oh, my watch is a bit slow. You were there bang on time for your schedule.
My team. Yeah, my time. I did that, and I thought, well, I wish I could do that every year, because that was really nice. I didn't lose the hour. I gained it back over the week. Lovely. Rather than just, there you go. That's your Saturday night, buggered. You thought it was 12, it's now 1. There's that. So got that.
Yeah, but on the plus side, you get to drive home from work in the sunshine. So
that is very true. That is quite pleasant. It's the only time you'll see it otherwise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's the start of barbecue season soon.
But I agree, and I'm sure that the government talked about getting rid of it a few years ago.
I feel like it was discussed.
I wonder why they didn't at the end.
Didn't. It definitely was. Yeah. I don't know because they're lazy.
Yeah, I think.
What problems would it cause? It wouldn't, would it? It takes away something that you don't have to remember.
I think a lot of people treat it as like the changing of the seasons, don't they? Like when
they get excited,
like
and they go,
proper in winter.
It's going to be like
it's Christmas soon.
It'd be like your when you're in that shopping thing. Oh, Oh, it's good. It's light. It's going to be light at 7 tonight.
Lighter evenings.
Spring's here. Spring's here.
Look out the window. Still pissing it down.
I love that every year we're like shocked as well. Like, oh my god, it's 8 p.m. and it's light outside, guys. That's crazy. Like, it happens every year.
Every year.
I feel like it doesn't stay light as long as it did. I remember as a kid, you were still out at like 11 o'clock on your bike, and it was still bright sunshine. And like now, it's like it's 9 o'clock. It's like it's not dark.
Back when you got actual seasons, though.
Light.
It's not daytime light. It's like just not as dark. So I think
it's like dimmed.
It's not as good as it used to be.
It's a dimmer switch.
Yeah. They've diluted the effect.
So that was my one for tonight. It's just you reminded me of it with that. Just one that always crops up. And
so I think if you do it next Sunday, it will still be 9 o'clock because obviously we don't go back until the one after. So
so if I did Let's Get Nuts on Sunday, I'll get away.
Yeah. I think it's a 9 o'clock job, and then the one after is where we change. And obviously by the Sunday we'll have kicked that in overnight Saturday.
We're back to normal.
So so next week's a little gem, mate, a 9 o'clock start.
I might message Ben on that. I might get in there because that seems worth doing at a reasonable time.
Yeah, I might. I should be around. I come back from a weekend away, so I'll probably be in. I'll make sure
that live, I know what. Tough.
It is. It's just a funny time of the week, Jim. I think that Sunday one, like it's the end of the weekend, isn't it, for us?
Kind of. I think
it's like 3 o'clock for him, isn't it? Over there.
Yeah, like, but it's good because it's like the only one. It's the only other show that you can get on without having to like get up in the middle of the night. And I've done a few collecting weeklies and a couple of small talks, but it's a pig because.
Oh, have you? You've done some of the collecting weekly
3 in the morning. Yeah.
Is that the time difference?
Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock. It starts. I always do the awards show.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen you on them. The award ones I've seen you on.
December. Yeah,
it's killer, isn't it? And I kind of wish it was on later for us. So like, because I did Joey's show, it was my first live, and I had to get up at it was like 4 in the morning, and you kind of think, I almost wish it was at 5 because then it's just like waking up. Yeah, because then you could.
It's not so bad, is it? You could just get on with your day. Whereas like 3 o'clock, you're like, I can't stay up. And I've got to go back to sleep afterwards because you're just going to be like dead for work. So but that's a good thing about the Ben's one is obviously because they do it in the afternoon. We can get on it, and it's still, even if it finishes at like 12:30, it's still, it's okay.
It's doable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's doable. That's
Sunday one.
But yeah.
I might jump on that this week. Might do that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, that feels like a natural end to the show. Thank you to everyone in the chat as well. Yes, and some excellent comments tonight in the chat. It's always good with an active chat, isn't it?
Love it when people engage,
just bring something to the show without a doubt. But anything going on for you two this week? So, Pete, anything for you that you want to shout out? Or
no, I don't think so. We've set a date for OFAC, which I think is the 15th of April. So a little while yet, a few weeks
off.
Easter
half term, that is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so we'll have some good stuff on there. Arran will be pissed because he's
I've already put that in the diary. I was like, I might be pissed when you click live.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
It's got a couple of crates turning up. You've got that booked in.
I'll be on that. Yeah.
So between now and then, I'll probably be on Ben's show. Probably next weekend. And just in the chat. I'll try and get on the Hope show at some point, but at the moment, I take my boy out to he's like Warhammer Club on a Monday night, so cool. I can't do it. But obviously, if it's still going in a couple of years' time and he's not doing that anymore, or whatever, then I'll try and get on. I want to do the quiz. Yeah, I want to do the quiz. I want to.
It is a good fun.
It's good. It's a good show. Last night was the one I watched. Like I've never watched it completely live on the night, and I did last night. I thought I must do that, and it was good. I enjoyed it.
Last night was a really good show.
Yeah, you done a nice little shout out for us on there, Jim, as well. So thank you for that. Yeah, it's a good one. It was a good show. He's done well with that, Shane. I like that one. Jim, same for you. Back on Hope, you reckon probably next week?
Yeah, likely be on Hope Show again next week. Working on some videos. I find it difficult to find time for reviews recently. Just they take so long to do. But I'm sitting on about 4 reviews that I'm just like, I need to get these out at some point, because the thing with these, the longer you leave some of them, then you don't get the return of viewage as much. Like so you'll go from like, if I release it now, I'll get X amount, but if I wait a little bit longer, I'll get about half of that. And it's not the only reason you do it, but it's a nice perk, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice perk. Yeah. So
Aaron, I was just looking at that picture there. I was just trying to work out if you've got like 6 fingers.
Ben Thomas done me out of a finger.
1, 2,
he gave me more fingers, didn't he?
5.
There's like a half one.
Yes, there is like a little extra finger.
Yeah, where's that one come from?
Oh, for God's sake!
It's a very long thumb.
And like the top finger's missing a bit as well.
Like it is.
It's like a chunk.
Yeah, he's like bit the chunk out of his own finger. That's from the corned beef.
Yeah, I lost that bit. Yeah, I lost that bit on the tin.
Yeah,
but then my body weirdly grew an extra half one
to make up for it.
Not like one of them insects that sheds its skin and it grows a new. Yeah, that's like what I do with my hands.
Yeah,
I've got this weird thing. I can do an extra finger. That's ridiculous. I've said some stupid stuff in this. That's up there.
Weird, isn't it?
That's mental, that. Yeah, right. Well, pleasure. Thanks, lads.
On that note.
Yeah. I'll be having a word with Ben on that. You sorted all this out for me, Ben.
Sort him out. Yeah.
Get them out right.
Maybe into some sort of freak.
Bit of AI trickery, that.
Message him.
Yeah.
He's been mentioned a few times tonight, him, actually. All we've done is ripped him. Ripped him about his show,
shoddy timekeeping,
and his Canada's timings. And now my
friendliest Canadian.
He's such a nice guy. Just absolutely rinsed him.
He's drawn you as a Canadian because they've all got 6 fingers.
That's where he's got confused.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how he knows how to draw hands.
Oh God.
Only 5 here, mate. 5 in the UK.
5 there.
4 fingers and a thumb.
Bear that in mind, Thomas. Right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.